Yo, welcome back guys to another PTCGO video. I'm hitting you in the face with a legacy deck. I haven't had a legacy deck in a while. I think my last one was Empoleon Dusknoir, but today guys we're going to be doing another legacy deck because legacy is a fun format. I haven't touched on the format in a while, and they actually removed the gen, so if you were to gen, you can get banned on this game. So legacy is actually playable now because I'm not going to run into so many people using gens. At this time we're going to be looking at a more of a I want to call it a budget legacy deck, but at the same time I want to call it more of a rogue-friendly legacy deck. I don't know. It's kind of in the middle of rogue legacy and budget legacy. It's whatever you want to call it. But today, guys, we're going to be looking at a CaKE deck. This is a deck called CaKE. This is a deck that was popularized back in the day, and it was mainly revolving around Electrode Prime's ability, Energy Might, or Pokepower. I'm going to call it an ability. I'm way too lazy to say Pokepower. I'm so used to saying ability. But the Pokepower Energy Might, where you basically knock out Electrode, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, and then you choose all the energy you find there and attach them with your Pokemon any way you like. But you have to discard the other cards. So it's a very double-edged sword, but it's a pretty good Pokepower because you get energy in play just like that. Even though you have to discard cards, it could be a hit or miss. Like, you might Energy Might and then have a complete dud, and then you screw yourself over. But you may not, so there you go. Now, the deck ran Energy Might, but it also ran Cobalion for Iron Breaker. Iron Breaker was here for the attack. Again, doing 80 back in the day when this deck was popular, there weren't many I don't even think there was. At the time this deck was popular, there wasn't even any EXs, basically. So, I mean, what you kind of did was Iron Breaker for 80, then they can't attack, and when then they couldn't attack, this would help you out more, and then, you know, they can attack. And obviously now we have stuff like Keldeo and stuff like that, so it's kind of nerfed, but it's still a decent attack. I mean, if there are situations where Iron Breaker might actually help you. If they can't attack you, it's ripped to them. So there you go. So we got Iron Breaker for Cobalion, but the deck also ran Kyurem Glactiate. Now in Legacy, Kyurem Glactiate not really that good anymore. I mean, back in the day it was, 'cause back in the day you had all these like decks like Magnezone Prime and Mega Prime, Mew Prime, Gengar Prime, Emboar, Pachirisus were on the bench, Shaymins were on the just Pokemon that could easily be swept by Glactiate. But now, not so much. I mean, what you got? Maybe like you might run into the odd Stage 2 deck that needs these basic Pokemon. But for the most part, you're gonna run into like big EX decks. So Glactiate isn't as good as it once was. So we're only gonna be running one of these, but we're also gonna be playing the Plasma Kyurem because this is not only a great way to deal with landers, it's just a decent attacker. So this deck's gonna run a lot of non-EX attackers. There's only 2 EXs in the deck, but that's it. So the deck mainly revolved around Electrode Prime, Cobalion, and Kyurem. But now it isn't anymore. Now we're going to be relying on other attackers. So there's all these other attackers in the deck that we have. We got 2 Terrakion. Now when I had to do a lot of research, man. I had to go through so many old articles on like PokeBeach and like 6 Prizes. All these old articles from like 2011 on this deck, trying to get the best list, trying to find what was in the deck, what wasn't in the deck. Because I can't remember this deck. Because I used to play this deck a bit back in the day. I was a fan of this deck. I ran it here and there back in the day. Back when I played in real life. I don't anymore, obviously, because I play in real life, but I had to go through a lot of articles to find out what the heck was in this deck, and some of us played Terrakion. Terrakion not only was it good as a nice non-EX attacker, because it had Retaliate, but now, if you look now, it can deal with Darkrai pretty nicely. So we're going to be playing 2 Terrakion. We also run a Victini. This was another tech card people had in the deck. It was great just to deal with the grass types. But if you think now, the biggest grass types are Genesect Virizion, so V-Crate is perfect at dealing against Genesect Virizion. Speaking of Virizion, we do run one Virizion, not for Emerald Slash, but we're going to be running Virizion for the ability Verdant Wind, because with this deck, we play 4 Rainbows and 4 Prisms, so having those energies on Virizion, or not on Virizion, on a Pokemon, having Virizion in play just means Verbank Laser isn't a big problem. Because these Pokemon aren't very powerful when you compare it to like an EX Pokemon with like 170, 100 HP. Something with like 120, 130 HP can get knocked out easier thanks to Burbank Stage Gym Lasers. So we're going to play 1 Virizion. We have to adapt this deck not only from back when it was popular in 2011, but now we got to take in consideration there is all the way up to Legendary Treasures to deal with, so it's even crazier. We do run 1 Mewtwo because X-Ball is really good. If you put a lot of energies on Mewtwo, X-Ball just sweeps, so we're going to be playing one of these. So those are all our attackers. We do play 1 Smeargle just for portrait. Back in the day, people ran Cleffa, but we're not going to run Cleffa. We're going to be running Smeargle because Landorus is really popular. Mr. Mime is something that I definitely think this deck could also use. I don't know what you can take out though. So those are all the Pokemon in the deck. We got the 3-3 Electrode line. Some lists I saw ran 2-2 or like a 3-2. We're gonna go with 3-3 just for now. So those are all our Pokemon. The main goal of this deck is mainly use stuff like Cobalion as your main attacker, or just use type advantage Pokemon. You know, Kyurem if they're playing Landorus, Victini if they're using Jet-type Virizion, Mewtwo if you want to sweep them, Cobalion if you kind of want to just play the low game, and then Terrakion just for Darkrai and other stuff. So that is it. This is the CaKE deck. You could run the CaKE list with the straight Kyurem Cobalion line, but I don't think that's as good because, again, Glactiate is nerfed to poop because of the big EXs. Glactiate does nothing against EXs, so we're not even going to bother with that. So yeah, this is the CaKE list that I have made here. Updated it, had to go through so many old websites and articles to figure out how to make this deck even work, but also how to make it work with all the new legacy stuff that we have. So yeah, there you go. So those are all the Pokemon. Other stuff you could add in this deck, again, you want to mostly add non-EXs. If you add too many EXs, this deck gets a little too complicated because you don't want to rely on EXs. When you're already using Electrode's Pokepower for Energy Might, it's already getting knocked out. And you want to mainly focus on non-EX attackers as your main people. So if you run too many EXs, it could get a little budgy. I mean, some EXs, if you want to add them, if you really want to add them, you could add Tornadus EX. Darkrai EX would be a good one too. But other than that, keep away from them. Non-EX attackers you could add Virizion for little victories I've seen in some of these lists as a grass type attacker. It could be good against Keldeo sometimes. You also have Sigilyph you could add into the deck. You could add Suicune in the deck. There's a lot of options, but for now, this is what we're going to go with. The CaKE list. It's still staying true to the CaKE using Cobalion and Kyurem and Electrode. It's just we have other Pokemon in the deck to kind of deal with the format. So there you go. So going into the items, we got 3 junk arms for our important items in the deck so that, you know, we can get them back. There's a lot of important ones like Life Dew being a big one. We do play the Level Ball in the deck too. Level Ball, again, this is how we're going to search out our Electrode, and that's how we're going to get into play quickly. 2 communications, most lists ran 3 at the time. We're not going to play any Ultra Balls in this deck or Dual Balls. We're going to run 2 communications, but you'll see how we're going to, because this deck mainly just plays basic Pokemon except for one Pokemon, so we're not really going to bother with stuff like Ultra Ball. We don't really need them. 1 Pokemon Reversal. It's a great card. You bring something up. We're only running 1 though, because I mean back in the day people ran like 4 catchers. Now we're just gonna run 1 reversal because catcher kind of doesn't work anymore that it used to. Relying on the coin flip isn't as good, so we're just gonna run 1 reversal. 1 random receiver because we do have some important supporters in this deck. 2 research record. Now this was an important card in these lists because you would use this before Energy Might, and then you would put important cards that you don't want to have discarded at the bottom of your deck, so that you can discard them important cards. The energy, so this way you can kind of just balance them out. It's like, okay, I want to keep these 2 cards in the deck, put them at the bottom. There you go. So that's why we got 2 of these. 3 could be decent, but we're going to run 2. 1 switch. There's a lot of Pokemon with heavy retreat cost, but thankfully we got Floatstone. So yeah, 1 Chorus, 1 N for draw support, N is great with Energy Might because it forces them to draw less cards. Now we are going to be playing 3 Pokemon Collectors. This is an important card because remember back in the day, Collector was a huge player. Like nowadays, Collector's like chilling there, like, hey, I'm Pokemon Collector, I'm doing my own thing. Back in the day, man, this card was really important. So yeah, we're going to be playing 3 of these because a lot of lists ran like 4 to 3. I'm going with 3. 4 Pawnt. Now, we're not going to run a single Juniper in the deck. Now, the reason why we're not running any Professor Juniper is because you will get decked out so quickly because when you're Energy Mighting and Junipering, you're discarding like 14 cards in 1 turn. You don't want to do that. Now, I know Smeargle's in here, so what if you force yourself to Juniper? Yeah, that sucks. Too bad, but we gotta gamble like that. We just gotta hope my opponent either has like an N or a Pawnt or something else in their hand. So yeah. We also played 2 twins. Now, 3 or 4 could be a decent amount too, because Energy Might forces you to get something knocked out. Then you can do twins. So running 2 twins could be good, or 3. 2 Floatstones to get stuff for your treat. We got 1 Life Dew. This is great for Electrode, so that you Energy Might and you don't have to worry about your opponent taking a prize. We do play 2 Bangles. This is great. I mean, all the old lists ran Eviolite. We go with Bangle because Bangle is better. It makes Iron Breaker do more damage. Bangles is really good for this deck. We're going to run 2 of these. 3 could be better since, again, you're bombarding them with non-EX attackers most of the time. And here we go, the energy. Now, every list that I've seen on this game, or not on this game, on this deck, ran a total of 16 energies. Every list I looked up had 16 energies in total. So we're going to be going with 4 Blend, because Blend works perfectly. Water is perfect for Kyurem. Fighting is perfect for Terrakion, and Metal is perfect for Cobalion. Now, a lot of the older lists ended up running a lot more. Like a lot of the oldest ran special metal energy, which reduced damage by 10. We're not gonna play that. We're gonna run force blend energies instead. Even though Cobalion's main attacker, you just don't need that card anymore, in my opinion. 4 Prisms. Prism is a perfect card for this deck, and it's more Rainbow Energy. 4 Rainbow Energy, perfect. And at Rainbow Energy, since you attach it from your hand, you don't have to put a damage count on that Pokemon. So there you go. So when you Energy Might, you don't have to put a damage count on them. So yeah. 1 Fighting, 2 Metals, since Cobalion is one of our main attackers. 1 Water for Kyurem, 1 Fighting for Terrakion. You could run Fire, but we're only using 1 Victini. So this is basically all the energy we have. Feel free to modify them. If you want to take out the blend energy, throw in special metal, I don't know. But this deck is crazy. CaKE makes me hungry for some CaKE. But anyways, we're going to hop into some Legacy with this deck. The Walking Dead is coming on in literally like almost an hour. So I got to quickly make this video so I can go watch The Walking Dead. Because I don't want to miss that new episode. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the game. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's hop into a match with our CaKE deck. And let's see how this goes. Try the deck out. We'll just have to see, though. Hopefully we play against something I really am not... One thing I don't want to play against is Landogar Mewtwo. I don't know why. I mean, it's not the worst matchup because you have Kyurem, but I don't really want to play against that, you know? You feeling me? So we'll find a match with our deck, and we'll see how this goes. But we just gotta wait. I don't know if not many people are playing Legacy because of the whole banning of the Gens, so maybe people are like, I don't want to play Legacy anymore because I can't do my Gens agreement. But here we go. Finally into a match, and it looks like it's against Virizion-EX. So that's going to be fun. Now, luckily, Virizion doesn't do anything against Cobalion. Cobalion is a great thing to have, so let's see. So we do win the coin flip, which is nice. So hopefully our Victini isn't prized. That's all I can hope for. It's definitely Virizion-EX. So let's see. So we got a Cobalion start, which isn't bad. This hand isn't the worst. I mean, Jirachi is something you could add, but I just don't like having all these EXs when the whole goal of this deck is to use non-EX Pokemon. So, yeah, it could be a bit of a problem. So we'll play these two guys down. Our hand isn't bad. I mean, we can just put back Mewtwo, grab Voltorb, and then set up an Energy Might for next turn. And just hope all goes well, is all I gotta say. So we just gotta wait for our opponent. So it is going to be Virizion-EX most likely. If it's not, I'm going to be happy because I'd rather not play against Virizion-EX. But this is going to be Rip My Boy Harambe. So yeah, looks like it is. How fun. So let's communication away Mewtwo. And let's grab Voltorb. So, okay, Victini is in the deck. So that's all I need to know. Was that Victini was in the deck. So I'm going to put a metal on Cobalion, just build this guy up. And I'm going to pass. He can Portrait for 2 and then screw himself over, so hopefully he actually ends up doing that. So let's see. Hopefully he just straight up goes Portrait, doesn't do anything else, goes for Portrait, and then gets screwed over. So let's see. Will that happen or will it not? I'm hoping he just Portraits himself to 2. So let's find out. So we're just going to wait for my opponent. It's definitely Virizion-EX. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe the other Grass-type Pokemon or something. I don't know. Maybe it's like anything else? I don't know. Maybe it's Tool Drop. Maybe we're lucky and it's Tool Drop. Who knows? So there's an Ultra Ball. Okay. 2 Grass. So it is Virizion-EX. Fun. So this is why I want to run like Reshi Flosion so I don't have to play against this. Like I hate playing against Virizion-EX, man. It's just such an annoying deck. But whatever. So please chorus yourself. Pawn. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't get anything off this pawn. And then he does the Portrait and then ports himself to 3. Never mind. Alright, hopefully nothing else happens here. So Portrait, hopefully these 4 cards screw him over. We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. I don't know if I want to attack with Cobalion though. I mean, we could Iron Break or knock out the Smeargle for 80. But then the Genesect just comes up and kind of does its own thing. So, looks like he does get one-hands with Dual Ball. Okay. He does get Celebi. Great. Let's see. Will he be able to pull anything else off? Nope. But he does let us course for 5. So thank you, good sir, for that. So we can play down this. Guess what bank will be active? I don't know. Well, Rainbow Energy U. And I'm going to go with Colress. I need to get more attackers in play. So let's see. What will we get? No, nothing. Okay, well, at least we didn't get any energy, so it could have been worse. So we're going to have the Energy Might. Give my opponent a prize. But, ooh, what do we lose? Life Dew, Junk Arm, Terrakion. Okay, nothing really all that bad, so that's not bad. It's not the worst. Could have been worse, guys. Could have been worse. So there we go. So, we gotta lose Electrode, but it's all good in the hood. We even have twins for next turn. So yeah, we can Iron Breaker, knock him out, and just hope Genesect doesn't rip me. So we can take a prize. So let's see. Oh no, we can't do twins next turn, never mind. Prism Energy, not bad. We can start loading up the other Cobalion. So this is a fine, I guess, position. Not the best position, though. But hey, you know what it's all about, though. I need to get the Victini in play, though. Because we're going to need Victini to deal with this Genesect. Then we have to fill up our bench, which is another thing. So there's a lot. So there's Professor Juniper. Ooh, 3 supporters. I'm actually happy. I'm kind of surprised he didn't end me, though, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to complain. It's just a Forest Breath. Alright, let's just hope he doesn't attack me. Even if he does, he's only doing 100, so he'd live. Pardon me. But hopefully he doesn't. Now, one thing that could get him out of Ironbreaker is his switches. I mean, this deck kind of has some rough times, I'm telling you. I don't think it's a bad legacy deck. It's a fun legacy deck. Bringing back an old, fun concept. So there is Dual Ball. Alright, let's hope he doesn't get any heads. Nope, he does. Great, amazing, love it. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Kyurem wouldn't be bad either. I mean, Glactiate. We could take 3 prizes on those Celebes at any point, which couldn't be too bad. There's a red signal. Okay. Let's hope he doesn't knock anything out. I mean, we could float stone him, so it's fine. We can always, yeah, float. We can float him. Hopefully we can get off another Energy Might next turn. So there's another Colress machine. Okay, but he already attached. So, okay. Luckily, he didn't have anything there, which is good. Communication. But I have no Pokemon in my hand. Ah, game, why you gotta do this to me? So we'll do this. We'll float. Below the Professor Oak's new theory. I'm not going to end him to 5. That'd be stupid. Alright, can we find anything good? Did we get a Smeargle? I'm going to play Mewtwo, though. If we put a lot of energies on him, Genesect has 3 energies. Mewtwo can steam him. So I'm going to put Pokemon Communication away the Smeargle for a minute. And I want to Energy Might now, but I really wanted to get more Pokemon down. Like, I really want to do Glactiate. I'd love to try and do Glactiate this turn and try and just knock out those Celebes. But we can't. Unless we Energy Might next turn if he doesn't red signal us. Which I guess I'll do. I'll just hope he doesn't red signal us and then we'll just do Energy Might next turn. So. Oh, but if he has G-Booster, we'll lose this Cobalion. So we just gotta risk it and hope our Cobalion survives the turn. So we can knock out his Celebi and kind of just take another prize. But next turn, we can Collector, maybe get Victini going and try and do V-Create. All kinds of stuff can happen next turn. Even if I don't win this game, I think I'll still use it, because, you know what, we'll show off the deck again. It's one of the best legacy decks. I can't talk today. Alright, so hopefully, though, we don't get knocked out. I'm just hoping he doesn't G-Booster me. So there's a Junk Arm. I mean, you can grab Dual Ball, I guess. Try and get Jirachi if he plays it, or like a Smeargle. But if he Smeargles, he's only getting Collectored, and that is not good for him. So let's see. I mean, he could grab Ultra Ball, which doesn't get him anything. So yeah, oh no, he does go with the Colress machine. Alright. I mean, that 1 stops red signal, and 2, it's not really putting much more work for Genesect. He can't use Megalo Cannon still. Oh, he had a Juniper in his hand? What? Dude, come on. That's so... Oh, I'm not even gonna say it. BS. But this Genesect has a lot of energies on it, so I can even knock him out with Mewtwo. But he actually concedes the game? Okay, you know what? I honestly wasn't expecting to concede. But I'm not going to complain. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to find a game with our deck. Now, I actually ended up... I ended up getting disconnected from a game. And yeah, I was playing yesterday, finishing the video yesterday. But then I ended up getting disconnected from my game. And I was winning. I had a good lead. I was in a really good spot. And the game disconnected me, which was super annoying. So unfortunately, guys, that happened. But I'm going to show that at the end of the video. You guys will see that game. You'll see what I mean. How I was like winning. And how like I basically had a win. But unfortunately, the game just disconnected me. Because my internet is a pile of just dog manure. Dog poo. Dog crap. Whatever you want to say. My internet is a goddamn joke. And I was super salty. I literally like... slammed my fist on my table really hard. I was super pissed. You guys don't see that part, but I did that after. So we do in the coin flip. I swear though, we're playing against Virizion Genesect. I'm going to be a little mad because I'm tired of playing against Virizion Genesect constantly in Legacy, but who cares? So, okay, you know what? It makes up for it though with this decent hand, so that's fine. We do go first, meaning if we get turned to Electrode, I'll be pretty happy. So yeah, it looks like we have to play against Virizion Genesect, which is super fun. See, I was gonna make a Reshiflosion video instead of a CaKE video, but I literally got bored and I was like watching like old Pokemon videos from like Zapdos, TCG, and Pokemon Dan level 45 back when, you know, the Dan Minecart TDM, whatever his name is, made Pokemon videos. So this is basically, I was like, dang, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm gonna do a video on CaKE because I like CaKE. CaKE is good. So I think the obvious choice here is just grab these three. We could grab Smeargle. We can grab Smeargle, I guess. Nah, it's fine. We'll grab Mewtwo for that Mewtwo. We'll grab Victini to kind of threaten him. So, we'll play down the Victini. We'll play down the Cobalion. We'll play down the Mewtwo. We'll play down the Virizion. We'll go with a research record, I guess. Maybe we can find Electrode. Hey, look at that. There we go. And then we're probably just going to do a Professor Oak's in theory. So, we know we're going to have to get Electrode. And I think I'll just Prism the active and pass. Glactiate, I mean, that's not bad. We can outrage him if, like, he thinks. But we can pull off Glactiate. I won't mind getting some damage on the board. That wouldn't be too bad. So we can do that. Plus, if he plays Celebi, we can hit his Celebis too. So, yeah. We have Victini, which may get red signal at some point. But if it's going to be cannon fodder, I'm actually fine with that. So he puts the grass on Virizion. And just a pass. Fine by me. So we'll play it. We can get Electrode. I'll boot Professor Oak's in theory because I already know what I'm discarding. So hopefully I don't just draw into a hand of energies. Alright, nice, nice. Just one energy. I'm fine with that. So I'm going to put one energy onto you. We'll bangle that too, because why not? And energy, my boy! I wish I'd let... Boy. Alright, we gotta lose Cobalion and a Kyurem. It's fine. So let's see. So we got Prism. Alright, so we can do this. So we can put two... We can... I mean, might as well just put energy... No! Wrong energy! Alright, hold on. This is a rainbow, right? Okay. I put the wrong energy. Alright, whatever. We'll load up Mewtwo, I guess. I mean, we could have loaded up Victini. That might have been better, but whatever. Buy Electrode. He does take a free prize. But now, we can Glactiate and spread out that damage a little bit. He's obviously resistant to water, but we're still spreading out some damage. We have Twins. We have Random Receiver, too. I might honestly just play Collector, grab another Voltorb, and then go from there. And then we'll do Twins if he ever knocks us out. If he hits us, we can Outrage him. So there's a Genesect. Alright. I can either outrage or thing. There's a Colress machine. I mean, he's gonna be able to knock me out next turn. So I guess it depends how many Pokemon he plays. Alright, none. Alright, there we go. So Emerald Slash for 50. Fine by me. I mean, Super Rod isn't bad in this deck either. You know, if you want to get back your Pokemon, you end up discarding with Energy Might. Okay, top deck gods. Okay, not really, but at least it is not anything too bad. So we'll grab Voltorb. We'll grab Cobalion and Terrakion. Actually, we'll grab Smeargle. Terrakion's useless because grass weakness. So we'll grab these three guys. And this way we can kind of just thin out the Pokemon a little bit. And I may as well just do Outrage. I mean, we're doing 60. He'll have 70 HP left. But we'll Glactiate. I mean, it doesn't really matter, honestly. We can still knock him out with Iron Breaker with the thing on. Plus, we're getting damage on Genesect, so I'm fine with that. We're probably going to get it knocked out, but then we can do another Energy Might. And then we can probably just Victini this thing, and then maybe knock out Mewtwo with our Mewtwo. I mean, we're not in the worst position. The worst thing that could happen is like a red signal knocking out Mewtwo. And then I mean, we still have Victini, though, so I think we're okay right now. We can use Twins next turn, too, and ensure a good hand. Will Twins grab, like, maybe a Junk Arm and stuff? There's a G-Booster scares me. That thing actually goes through Cobalion, I think. Actually, I don't know if that goes through it. I don't know. We'll see. There's a Skyla. Probably going to grab a Supporter. I mean, in the best case scenario here... okay, hold on. Actually, what we'll do... I'll do Twins, and I'll grab a Life Dew if it's in the deck, and then I'll grab a Junk Arm. And then we'll go for Energy Might, and then try and knock him out. He actually brings up Mewtwo? Okay. I guess that's... Okay, I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm really shocked he didn't bring out Genesect, but whatever. We'll bring out Mewtwo. I'm surprised he did that, to be honest with you, but I can't complain. Hey, look at that! We even top deck the Life Dew. We don't even have to worry about it. Alright, so we'll play down Cobalion. We'll go with the Twins quickly. We'll grab a Junk Arm. We'll grab Reversal maybe for next turn. How many energies? Alright, we got a lot left. So we'll grab Junk Arm and Reversal. And yeah, let's go Energy Might in before no energies. Alright, what are we losing? Colress, a Paw, and another Twin. I don't like that. But it's fine. We're knocking him out, so we'll go 1 energy here. I think, okay, what was it? I don't actually think I can't even attack with thing. So yeah, it's just a fighting energy, I think. A rainbow, I don't know. I should have put that on Victini. Whatever, it is what it is. So, I'll play out Smeargle, I guess. I mean, we're out of Electrodes until we can get one, so our Electrodes are used up. We can Reversal and knock that out. No, we don't, never mind. So yeah, I guess we just take a knock on a Mewtwo. Get this thing out of the way. He's gonna G-booster us, but... oh, he'll go down to... I don't know. Alright, let's take 2 prizes here. Voltorb, nice, and a Prism Energy. Okay. We can knock him out with Victini, and if he doesn't do that, we can try and do something. So I'm fine with his position right now. We'll see what he goes for. Chorus Machine. I mean, that isn't really a red signal. And a Juniper. Alright, that's kind of annoying that he got... oh, he had 2 Biancas in his hand, never mind. I don't really know what kind of Genesect this deck is, to be honest with you. Town Map, let's see. Are his prizes bad? Alright, nothing really that interesting. Alright, we're gonna get knocked out with G-Booster. I'm fine with that, though. Mewtwo did its part. We'll see what he grabs. I mean, he can grab Verbang, doesn't matter, though. I think he take him out with Victini. Which is good. All good in the hood. So let's see what he takes off these prizes, right? Grass and float. So bring up our Victini. The good thing here is Virizion isn't even knocking us out either. So we can Prism the Victini. We'll play now Voltorb, I guess. And we could Junk Arm, but I don't want to. And we'll do V-Create. Bye-bye, Genesect. And then next turn, if he can't knock us out, then we're just going to do Reversal and then try and knock out that Virizion with 90 HP. So I'm feeling okay right now. Bangle, we haven't... how many Bangles have we used? 1. Alright, so we still have a Bangle left. Suppose we can Junk Arm for it and do Iron Breaker. I don't think my opponent... I mean, he can definitely win. We aren't going to do any more Energy Mites. Worst thing that can happen is he somehow powers up a Genesect and red signals Virizion and G-boosters it. That's the worst thing that can happen. Other than that, though, I think this position is good. Mewtwo and he... oh, just 1 grass. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. So let's see. Float, okay. He might just retreat into Mewtwo and take 100 damage. Yep, okay. That it? Please tell me that's it. Seeker. That is super annoying. I'm not gonna lie. That is super annoying. Okay. We'll do this just in case. We'll retreat Victini, and I guess we'll Junk Arm away Level Ball and Smeargle. We'll grab Life. I would... oh, if I could end him, that would be amazing. Salty. I could Life do the Cobalion and then make him take 1 less prize. Or we can Bangle it, try to hit it really hard. I think we'll go for Bangle instead. I don't know if that might have been the best move or not. And I guess we'll just Iron Breaker for 110 damage. And then next turn, we can try and Reversal the Mewtwo. He can't attack me, so that's good. He has another Pokemon in play. Worst that could happen is like a red signal and like, I don't know, the Cobalion on the bench, and then we can't retreat it. But if not, then we might be able to win. This is a really close game, though. Jeez. This is a really close game, guys. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. What can he do? I mean, that Seeker really hurt. I mean, I could have done double Reversal there and try to win the game, but nope. So I'm still waiting. My dog needs to stop barking. Just a Skyla, okay. I'm fine with that. Laser, okay. That doesn't work because of my boy Genesis or Virizion. Just a grass. Alright. I mean, he plays down Virizion. We can just try to recreate it, right? So, and it concede. There we go. Woo! That was a pretty close game, though, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like playing against Virizion Genesect, but we were able to win. And you know what, guys? Before I show you guys the ending of the video, I'm gonna open up a pack. Because I can. CaKE, I love this deck. Obviously, it's not as good in Legacy as it once was back in the day, but it is still a pretty cool deck. I don't know, there's many versions you can use with this deck. I mean, you can make like an EX-based version. I don't really think that would do that well, though, to be honest with you. We'll open up one Sun and Moon pack and try and pull like a Decidueye, but there's many versions of this deck you can play. You can play it with EXs. You can make an EX version, but that could work. But you can also use the version I use, where you use non-EX attackers, and try and, because when you use Energy Bite, you give up a Pokemon, and then EXs take 2 prizes, so it's up to you. We got one of these things. I do want to make a deck on this thing very soon, so that's good. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, and then the outro will be in this funny little thing I'm going to add at the end of the video after you see me get disconnected from my game. So peace out, and I'll see you guys in my very upsetting loss that I got from disconnecting. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's find another match with our CaKE deck, see how this goes, and see how it works out for us. So, yeah, we just gotta find a match. Hopefully it's a good game, too. You know, I'm hoping it's nothing too crazy, but we'll find out when we actually find a match. It's taking a while to find Legacy games because I guess less people are playing Legacy because they're scared of, like, being banned, I guess. I don't know, like, Genesis got scared off or something. So, alright, looks like we're really gonna be playing against a EXs Keldeo deck, which is not really my favorite deck to play against, but whatever, we'll see. Alright, so let's find out what... Oh, we lose the coin flip, dude, come on. Game, really, dude? I needed that thing, but whatever. Alright, so we get the Cobalion start. Our hand is actually not that bad, so it's not the end of the world, but I wish we were going first so we can turn 2 Energy Might him. That's kind of what we want to do with this deck, but we can't. Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be in a Selgor Got the Tell deck, which is fine. We have Virizion-EX. I don't think he plays Garbodor. So, if I swear though, if our Virizion-EX is prized, hey, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. So he starts with Cleffa. This is good. I think in this situation, I want to set up a, oh, but he runs Garbodor. Of course he does. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? But you know what we can do is we can set up a Glactiate and do Glactiate. That could help us. So he actually does retreat into that and passes, so his hand must not be too good. So we can do Pokemon Collector. We can grab Kyurem. We can grab, I guess, another Voltorb, and I guess another Kyurem. I don't know what else we can grab. So we can play down the Kyurem. We can play down that, and we can play down another Voltorb. We can do this, and we can pass. So I guess we'll go there. If we can Energy Might, this will be good, because I really do want to do Glactiate, because we can start hitting those Shelmets and everything. So there is a Burbank City Gym. If he doesn't get Garbodor in play, though, I'm going to be happy. So we just see an Eek, and hopefully he actually wakes up, so maybe we can try and knock him out with the Glactiate if we're able to pull it off. Alright, so he does wake up. Alright, what do we top deck, though? Bangle, really? Didn't want that, but whatever. I think at this point we're going to have to start spreading out the energy a little bit. So let's go to the Pont. Let's see, what do we get off this Professor of Theory? Do we get the Electrode? We do. We also get a Life too, which is nice. So we get a Level Ball for the Electrode Prime. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can actually do Research Record first to make sure we draw in. So, okay, yeah, we can put these 2 here at the top, and then these 2 at the bottom. So there you go. So we are confirmed to at least get 2 energies going. I really want to get a Float Stone. Maybe we can, I don't know, we need to get like a lot of energies to pull this off, but we could do an Energy Might for 2 energies. That is brutal. We're just gonna have to put him on our Kyurem and then just build up the Cobalion. Wow, Electrode. Why you gotta do that, man? Why you gotta let me down? You know, don't let me down, but you let me down. So we take out Cleffa and maybe hope he doesn't have anything in his hand. What is our prize gonna be? I'm hoping for a Pont. Junk Arm. We can Junk Arm for Level Ball and go with another Energy Might, I guess. So that's not bad. Oh, and he had a Twins in his hand. Great. But, you know, we still can't get a Selgor going, which is nice. Because, obviously, if he wants to get a Selgor into play, he's going to have to play Shellmate, and that's the stage 1. So, we might be lucky here. So, he plays a Mew down. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Mew with Selgor. This is where Glactiate comes in handy. So, we do see the Garbodor going down. So, Virizion is shut off, which sucks, but whatever. So, he brings up the Mew. We're going to see a C-off. We can knock out Mew, though, which is good. And that puts us in a bit of a better spot. So, let's see what will we get rid of. Selgor, obviously. Collector, okay. I guess we'll play it and get rid of Bangle and Victini. We're not going to need them. And I guess we'll grab Cobalion. We'll grab Mewtwo since we're not going to need him. We'll grab Smeargle since I doubt I'll need Smeargle either. And we'll Junk Arm them away. So we can play down another Cobalion. And we can do a Junk Arm. And we'll get rid of Victini and Smeargle. And we will grab ourselves a Level Ball. And we will... I guess we'll Bangle him. I want to keep... I don't know. We'll see. We'll play Electrode. I want to try and get a float. Again, I want to Glactiate here, but again, I don't think it matters anymore, to be honest. So let's go with the Energy Might, and there we go. See, this is the way you want to go with this deck. We gotta lose a Twins though, and a float, dude. Come on, but boom, we can get a ton of energies into play. I can't even remember what order I did them in, but it doesn't matter. So we can go one here, one here. Okay, so we had 5, so we choose. Alright, so it's still 3. So we can move 1 there. 1 there. And I guess we'll put the Fight Energy on with Kyurem. So we gotta lose a few important stuff, but it's fine. And now we can't do any Twins. Oh no, we can't. What am I saying? Alright, so let's Iron Breaker. We can take him out, and that'll be nice. So we can do 80 damage. Take out a Mew Prime, which is good, and we can take a prize card. What are we gonna get? Communication. We can get another Pokemon in play. I don't really know how useful Electro is anymore. We're down 2 Junk Arms, so we can't really get back much. But it is what it is. So he does bring up the Mew. We do see an Ultra Ball. Okay. So he's going to get rid of Tool Scrapper and it looks like a Psychic Energy for a Smeargle. How do we have no Pokemon in our hand? I want to actually see if he goes with Smeargle here. Nah. Alright, so it looks like he's going to bring out the Smeargle. So unfortunately, deck and cover. It's only doing 30 though. So he's only doing 60 damage in total with this attack, because we are resisted. But as long as we don't take any energy, I'm fine. Had to be a supporter, whatever. I should have communication attacked, who cares, whatever. Let's just go with the Taunt. And, ooh, okay, we actually have some decent things here. So I'll attach a normal water to you. And I think I'll pass. Next turn, if he plays down a Mew and doesn't do another deck and cover, I'll just reversal it out and try and knock it out. So that seems like a plan for me, I guess. So. Seems good. Seems good. I mean, we have a lot of things going, dude. We're lit right now. So, and he plays a Professor Oak's in theory. Alright, I'm hoping he doesn't float and then does, like, another deck and cover. So he does, I'm going to be pretty sad. Alright, there's a Mew. Does he have a float and a DC? If I swear to God, if he got this perfect combo, I'm going to cry. No, just a Psychic. Okay. I'm fine with that. I mean, no, we're going to get knocked out, though, by Poison, though. I just realized that sucks. So... I guess we're just gonna have to Glactiate, and then we can, like, maybe Blizzard Burn this thing. If we had a float in play, I'd love to try and reversal up Garbodor and knock it out. I mean, we can try and do that right now. Yeah, I guess so. We can try and do that. If not, we can, you know, just Blizzard Burn the Smeargle, I guess. I don't know. Alright, there's a Rainbow. We'll put a thing on this. We'll go reversal. Can it get heads? Probably not. Ooh, it does. Nice. So now not only is it shutting down his paralysis thanks to Virizion, we're taking out his Garbodor. So bye-bye Garbodor. And we can take a prize. What is it going to be? Another energy. Okay, we can keep getting energies in play. I think at this point, I mean, my opponent's like, we're overwhelming him with so much energy. You can see why this deck can be fun. You can just, whoop, everything has all this energy on it. Non-EX attackers too. So one prize at a time. There's a Super Rod though. Lovely. He's going to be able to get back his Trubbish and stuff, which is kind of bad. Since we only have one Junk Arm to do reversal again. That's really the only way we can stop this. But at least we're, for now, as long as it doesn't run like Muck or anything, we're stopping him from doing the deck and cover efficiently. So yeah, this is actually not too bad of a position. It's kind of annoying though. He's going to be able to get back the Garbodor, but if he can't get the Garbodor and play quick enough, we're going to be fine. Pardon me, we're going to be fine. So let's just hope all goes well. It's almost Walking Dead time, man. 12 minutes, so I gotta hurry this video up. Alright, come on, hurry up. Stop.